When I was 10 or 9 years old, I was a Catholic. But being a Catholic, I learned what it was to leave my life in Jesus Christ and God. So when I got to go, when I got home from a work deal that I had in the summer, I got an invitation from the United States Army to come and join the party. And I did. I went 8 weeks for training, and I got out. I went for advanced infantry training, and I got out. And then I prayed like there was no praying ever to the Lord, asking Him to send me to Germany. He did. He sent me to Vietnam. And when I got there, I went with the John Wayne attitude, which my father, who served in World War II, bestowed in me. So I was gung-ho, ready to go, let's go do it because I am an American. When I was there, I crossed the river, which was about 4 feet, and I barely stepped in it and stepped out. That instant, that short of time, I had 12 leeches on my foot and my leg. After that, we were on our top of our APCs, we rode down, we saw a village, which we drove through. And I say this because I want the kids to understand how well they got it. I saw a man with 2 rats, 2 steaks, and a diaper walking down the street. This is his dinner. We take cookies out of our sea rations and we throw them out. The kids would nearly run in front of an APC armored personnel carrier and nearly get hit to pick up these cookies. Now, after that, that night, we went on, we formed a circle. That was the way the wagons, covered wagons do. We pointed out, and the way we do. And they sent me out 30 yards at night to listen, because you can't see at night. It's that dark, so it's LPs, listening posts. That night, one of the Vietnamese bad guys tripped over a flare, and things broke loose. Our guys started shooting out, their guys started shooting in, and we were in the middle. I got wounded that night, and by the grace of the Lord, this is why I said I leave my life in His hands, because if my hand would not have been in front of my face at this point, what hit this finger, my palm, and my shoulder, I would have got in my head, I would have got killed. The same way that we were there, I was behind a tree, and I got hit, and my leg and my hip, and I lay down on the ground like this. There was a tree in front of me, and the fire came down and started going where we were at again, shooting. A 50 caliber bullet is the size of this finger right here. Just that's how big it is. When I picked up my head, it showed the mark, eye level, where the bullets had come over my head. That's how it was. When I got up, I went back inside the perimeter. We got back in there, and I found out that a guy on the other end of the perimeter had caught a 50 caliber in the back of the head, because he picked up his head too high and caught one in the face and blew out. The reason I say this is because when I go to the VA now, they talk about this. And they say, bring your wife, bring your parents, so they'll understand what you're going through. And we go, nobody can understand what we're going through unless you're there. That's why I sympathize with those that are serving in Iraq, because I was there. The thing about it is right now, you're doing a good deal by this, what we're doing here, praising our kids that are over there in Iraq, showing them that we're supporting them, and don't ever stop because they need it. Try to lighten their burden. Help them not to have that much worry, because they got enough already. You know, and when they come back, praise them. Thank them. Because when I got back, we're called baby killers, gangsters, murderers. And the sad thing about this is that we weren't. We killed kids. We killed grown-ups. We killed women. Because you never knew who or what was going to kill you and your friends. That's why the veterans from the Vietnam War are forgotten. Because it wasn't a popular war. And this is why I ask you, to remember when something like this happens for us vets, we like it. Because they finally say, you know what? You did a good job. And this is why I ask, when this Iraqi thing is over, and our people come back, praise them. The way you praise the people in World War II, which by the same means, that's the only war we had, or had. Because we forgot the Korean War, we forgot the Panama War, we forgot all the Vietnam War, and we forgot all these other wars. And also to boot that, they're not even wars, they're conflicts. The Congress, the Senate, and our President, all of them that were serving at the time, have never declared war. And our kids are going over there and dying. And those are the heroes, the ones that died. Those are real heroes. Not these gangsters that do drive-bys and all this stuff, they're not heroes. So for you young kids, when you see a soldier, thank him. Praise him. Because they're the ones that are over there dying, getting shot at, so that you guys can have it the way you have it. So on behalf of all the veterans that have served and have gone to a better life with the Lord, I thank you all for remembering us. Thank you.